I have so many questions.
I went to the part of the parking lot that was hidden by any type of viewing.
We still can't hear you.
And did one.
Not you guys.
I pushed as hard as I could.
Just come into what's it called?
The swirly head thing.
Come into voice chat. We could hear you.
So instead of a porta party, you fucking drove to a secluded spot and shit outside in this fucking snow?
Now I feel like stupid about doing it.
Jay, why would you come in here? Go into voice chat with your voice.
He's not very smart, Sean.
He's like,
I'm
so
in
stupid.
both.
Take the heat. You can't take the fucking.
Yeah, you can't take it, right, girl? Right, Shocky?
That's right.
Wow.
I'm getting a hardcore echo. That's why.
That was a good ha-ha moment, you know, that would've been, but I'm not trying to.
I got the illest echo going on in my head.
Jesus, Jay.
Your head's echoing?
I thought you were over her.
Excuse you.
Hey, you know why? There must be a lot of space in there, eh?
Yeah, because I'm slow. Yeah, that's funny.
No, because when you're in an area with empty space, it echoes. You know what I mean?
That's what?
You're in a vacuum, I think he said.
I guess. Is that a Canada joke?
I think so.
No, you said your head echoed. Sorry, maybe I was again cutting it out. But you said your head echoed.
There was an echo.
You said there was an echo in your head, and I said because there's probably a lot of space in there, you know.
Mm-hmm. I still don't get it, but. Yep, here all night, folks.
So Lindsay, stop getting me hard.
779 937.
You weren't right. They played the fucking audio on the show. It was that bad when they played it on the main show. On the main show, they played it. Can't have been that bad.
I like how Mayo's like, Minner's smarter than you.
Hey, when you were taking that shit out in the snow, Jade, did you have to put your finger in the ass?
The wipe, I did.
It's just
make sure I got.
I'm just trying to set up something.
Not an immediate no, so.
As wipe as I could.
No.
It was hard to in the snow.
Finger in the ass.
So I made sure I kind of took like 7 to 8 steps, waddled over to my car, grabbed the baby wipes out of the back seat.
Finger in the ass, eh?
Fine, letting the snow fall into the
finger in the ass, eh?
Yes, a finger in the ass to wipe. You don't go all the way in. Maybe barely fingernail deep.
Hey, buddy. I never had training and shitting in the snow, but I would bring the baby wipes while I was going to take the shit. I wouldn't take a shit enough to walk back.
The urge wasn't like I just wanted to do it. Like I was planning on doing it inside in a little while after, but like I tripped and boom, had to take a dump sometimes.
Boom, gotta take a poop.
It just slipped. I have problems now.
Tripped into the dump.
I have quality dumps. Like they're not.
The nuke will drop on Monday.
All the shit you eat? I mean.
What does your sign say? Play Taylor Swift.
Oh, Dino's in the stream, but not in the chat.
Tell Dino come in the voice.
I told him to come into the voice chat.
Hello, Dino.
Is that him?
It's Originals.
Is it?
Is it Originals?
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
R.I.P.
Classic. Hollywood Tim forgetting his roots.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! This is exactly what we need right now. What's up, sir?
The nukes are on standby.
nukes are on standby. I love to
Monday
hear that.
night.
Monday night.
Nukes will drop.
Oh yes.
I love to fucking hear that. Yes.
I have a nuke that will bring down Ziggy Robinson, and he will be
Yes.
banished
Wow.
from the world.
Wow. What?
I have a Ziggy nuke too. I do have one. A shady one.
No.
Ziggy was
Link and I are dropping our nukes on Monday night. It's
Wow,
gonna be
Barstool
nuclear
Lego.
warfare.
Barstool Lego saying get Pat from Lawrence in here. Where is
Oh, that was
Barstool
me.
Lego is saying that?
No, that's me. That's
Yeah.
the only. I'm blocked on Periscope on every other account I have. I can't comment.
Dude, I got banned from Periscope the other day.
I'm just banned from commenting. It's the weirdest thing.
That's weird. Probably, maybe because of your name. Maybe.
I don't know. It's on all my accounts except this one.
That's weird.
The fucking nukes. I love
the fucking nukes, though. I love it. I love to hear that. Benzel and Cell tomorrow is going to be fun.
Nuketown 84.
Yeah. The files will be exposed.
The files will be exposed. I love that your picture is Mikey Rocket on a goat.
Unless my demands are met.
As the goat. As the goat. Not on a
It's
goat.
just it's just the goat.
The goat.
It's just the goat.
It's a picture of the goat.
Yeah.
What are the demands, VD?
Yeah, what are there demands?
Demands are that. Let me think of demands quick. That's a good question.
I would say like a full apology for not even
are
mentioning your
A
name.
full apology. I need a full apology from Ziggy Robinson. Good.
That's smart.
And
That's smart.
I need Red to give me my $50 gift card back.
Wow.
Oh, he doesn't
Whoa.
have to say sorry. Like he doesn't have to do it in any particular way, like on his knees or like eating food.
No, just a simple
I don't
sorry.
think I have to say sorry. I think
Dress up like
he
a
has to
dog.
admit.
Fizz
That-
was
Chili out of a
good
can.
involved.
Yeah,
Want
he
him to
has
eat
to
chili out of
admit
a can
that.
like a dog.
He has to admit that
He
what?
has to prove that BA doesn't listen to the show. He can't.
Ooh.
He can't prove it.
I could prove I do in fucking one video recorded. Yeah.
I have all of them.
Exactly.
I've learned that could be photoshopped.
So Ziggy has to admit that he's a baby back bitch.
Oh wow, that's BA's terms.
Yeah. He has
There you go.
submitted. And yeah.
My nuke.
Agent of Chaos.
I love that there's a
Yeah,
nuke
right.
involved. I love nukes.
My nuke is. It can't be photoshopped. It is not an image. It is video form. It can't be photoshopped. It
What was that? Oh,
Porn?
Echo.
is coming straight from the words of Ziggy, from the mouth of Ziggy himself.
Oh.
It's
Juice.
his own nuke he put upon himself.
Does he know that you have
I never
it?
wanted to use it. I never wanted
Does
to
he
use it.
know? Does he know that you have it?
He knows that I have a nuke, but he has no idea what it is.
But he knows what it is deep down, or maybe like
Have you
he
used
knows
it for
what
personal pleasure?
I was saving it for my 1v1 with Ziggy, but we all know what happened with that.
So you've never used it to.
Drastic times call for drastic measures, you know.
That's true. Yeah, oh,
flash drive or something?
what's his name? Dale said you're playing for keeps right now, and I love it.
It's true.
Oh, or Dale, or boy.
I've consulted. I need the nuclear codes from the other person involved in the nuke. My trusted advisor, Link. He's given me the green light.
Oh wow, that's your advisor now. That's a strong take. Did you see Link said he got his room booked at the end of Acadia? He just copied 860's reservation.
Well, link.
Yeah.
Ziggy wants to know if the Grover, can you confirm they're on standby or are they on the way?
Ooh, is that a private DM?
No.
What's on standby? The nukes?
Yeah.
The nukes are on standby.
Yeah.
Technically, they're not on standby. Technically, they're warming up. You know, it's like
Locked
the
and loaded.
Austin
Well, no,
Powers.
it's
you know,
the
countdown.
launch phase. It's in launch
Yeah,
phase.
all nukes though. Like you push the button and then there's countdown.
Well, it's like you have to think about it. It's not easy to launch a nuke. It's a long process.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
it's tough. It's emotionally draining, you know.
A lot of people are
I
wondering
don't
the
wanna do
president.
it.
The president has to be involved to
It's-
launch nukes. Now, Jay, are you
Yeah.
approving the launch?
I told them to join the Paris.
codes. I have the codes.
Jay
Yeah,
goes,
no
I have
codes,
the
Jay.
codes. I have the
No
codes.
fucking codes. Yeah.
That's scary. Jay has the codes.
Jay
Oh
has the
boy.
codes.
Actually, he does.
Jay
have,
has the codes.
he does have the codes. I actually forgot about that.
VD
Oh,
trusted. VD
you
trusted
forget,
Pat.
yeah.
VD trusted Pat from Lawrence and Jay to have the codes because they would never do it without them.
Pat only has
Exactly.
2 numbers.
It's a genius
Doesn't
plan.
have a whole code.
Yeah.
You heard?
Eight,
The
six-
only thing that trips me out is
Yeah, it's a
Link
two-person
is Link's
process.
the number one guy here. That's
Oh,
that
we
scares me a
got
little bit.
He's
a
an
comment
expert on
guy.
nukes. He's an expert on nukes. I might have him help me work with the thread structure.
Oh,
Eh?
you know you're
Link
you know you're
threads and do
talking
numbers.
you know you're talking numbers when you're talking
I
thread
have no
structure.
idea. People
Know what I'm a big fan of? I'm a huge fan of VD when you take someone's tweet and try to just outnumber them in it. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Happens all the time.
part of the
Big one-upper.
To baby back bitches, I guess. To baby back bitches, it happens all the time. You know.
Killer K's
Little by
in
little.
here. Killer K's in here.
Yo,
What's going on, buddy?
Really cooking.
Hey,
What's up?
fucking nothing. I was just watching the fucking Oilers game. It was disappointing as usual.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't watching the Ducks game. Yeah.
No, fuck. No, I wish.
Not a duck guy.
I knew you were an Oilers fan.
No, I like the Ducks, but fucking, it's not on the Ducks game tonight.
Yeah, that sucks out there. You gotta pick and choose who's on the channel.
Yeah, there's fucking 12 channels with the Willies and the Flames on for
Well,
some
you gotta
dumb
like
reason.
mush it up in the package. And then read the
I used to
directions.
get pissed when like the Red Sox would cross over with the Bruins or something like that. But they were dealing with 2 different hockey teams. Team season bullshit.
Oh,
Me and my-
congrats, John. I forgot to say congratulations.
Jesus fuck.
Remember when you used to put like
Sorry,
Parmesan
not there,
cheese in
pumped
it
up
and do it
sauce,
on the stove?
Wow, Jay. Wow.
I thought we did.
I was gonna say, tell Killer K. Me and the boys egged the close to McDavid's
It's a lot
house back
better
in
when
the
it
day
was on the
pub.
stove and not
Like a
the
lot, you know.
microwave.
Oh,
You should have
really?
fucking jumped him.
No, yeah. No.
Listen, I watched my
Alright,
cute
Grover,
quote
it's
twice.
the
You
same
think I
link,
could put it
Grover?
in for third?
What?
What's up?
It's the same link, the Periscope.
Yeah, it's on John's Periscope.
Alright. Is anybody else coming in? Or am I doing this by myself? Alright.
What?
I thought we were live right now.
We are.
Live? Alright, good. Alright.
What
I
the
thought
fuck
he
you
was
talking
done.
about, Jay?
I asked a second ago if he was done and he's still like not talking.
I went and grabbed food.
Alright, so I feel like Menners was in, right? Did we get Menners all the way in?
Mm-hmm.
Because he should do
Back
that.
on topic. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was trying to get
Yeah.
Ziggy in here so him and BD could go at it. But
He's too soft.
VD's saving it. So VD's saving it for tomorrow.
Yeah, but
well, he
Hey, Ziggy just he doesn't have pizzazz when he makes his church. You know what I
is it
mean?
gonna be live? Is it gonna be live? So, I mean,
I thought you guys were going on Monday.
Yeah, we are.
Tomorrow. Isn't it Monday tomorrow?
we'll still be
No,
on.
tomorrow's Sunday.
No, tomorrow's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday.
We'll still
Yeah.
be on. To finish the stream, we have to get to Monday.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna last, Jay. I already changed the name. I already changed the name of the stream. Now it's just voice chat with the boys.
No. That's why I chatted left. Oh, good. Fuck this.
For not breaking a world record, Jay's out.
Jay, you don't get a star like that for no record.
Taking it now. Bye.
Bye. He's a celebrity, man. He's a celebrity now.
Oh, holy fuck!
Oh, he
man.
just booted fucking big time this.
He'll be back. He'll be back. He always comes back.
the 15 minute. And,
Yo,
leave and take your personal time.
Montante wants to know where your ugly mug is.
What?
Montante wants to know where your ugly mug is.
Should we just
called it. He'd be right back.
Get some Q chat running?
Yeah. And no mug. Maybe Montante should fucking get a better internet connection.
Yeah.
Because he probably should just be doing it like this.
You should come in here. You should be in the fucking Discord.
I'm back.
Oh, it was a long one.
Okay. Oh, Tim Riegel said LK said he can't watch Jay eat crackers.
Eat some crackers, Jay. Let's go.
I ate them all.
Did you honestly think you were gonna do it tonight?
Yes. Because I grew up eating.
He fucking put crackers in his mouth on that 20 minutes before when we chirping. When we started chirping him, he put it in before.
Rob did it too. He said he could only eat 4. I ate more than Rob. So fuck that.
That doesn't mean shit, Jay. Like that you eat more than Madawaska Rob.
Well, nobody did it, John. So it means a little bit.
It's science. It's impossible.
You need a lot of water in your mouth.
I think they should have just kept it. They should have just kept it at 5, just because that fucking freak of nature.
Has the list to do it. He has the list to do the cracker challenge.
That's
It's a wet mouth. It's a wet mouth. That's science.
Oh, like Toronto's gonna be fucking golden too.
He defies.
No,
yeah,
I don't know.
Killer.
I don't think Quantum Week Chris. He has a moist.
I'll tell you right now.
Oh yeah, definitely a nice, moist, soft mouth.
I can hear it in his voice.
There was once upon a time a supposed throat goat in my presence.
Stories.
And she never panned out, so I wouldn't just go based on lips. And
We're talking about cracker challenge. We're talking about cracker challenge. Just letting you know.
What the fuck?
Keep it on the rails.
What rails? There's rails there.
See, JD, you think you could have done it if they were covered in peanut butter?
Anything, any type of topping. Because I took one tiny sip of seltzer water after, and I ate like 8 of them in a minute. Like a little sip, it just starts to dissolve them. So I mean, it's very possible. Well, they were talking about water when I got on there. Like, you can't drink water to do that. That's the point. You even have the tiniest bit of water. It's easy to do.
AJ, there's no fucking way. As soon as you got off, you took a sip of seltzer water and ate crackers. There's no fucking way.
I was in the Discord doing it. You were here watching me, you idiot.
Gino, thank you for the live music, by the way.
Or tighten it. Don't laugh.
End of the boundary for 4. So
turn the video off. It's lagging. No one wants to see your ugly face anyways.
It's not the
end of the boundary for 4. So the shackles are broken.
Dude, he's talking about. No, I did not see that.
I fucking hate
you. No lie.
Oh, you're a dick because you try to put Titan in a position to lie for you. He's a nice guy, you know? That's a dick move. He's such a good friend. He even tried to change the subject. He was turn the cameras off.
Skate right by it. Yep.
I promise you, he's soft. And don't do that to me. They really believe in you now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
Oh my god, you're a motherfucker.
Oh my god, you're a motherfucker. I can't believe
Mayo actually matters. It's just a shtick.
Dude, Mayo and
I like Mayo,
huh?
What's he mad about?
Yeah.
He didn't even get talked about either. You know what I mean? Didn't he really?
Well, right at the end he did. Yo, I'll tell you what, the Mayo talk is what ruined the BA chances on there.
Yeah, it's fucking BA got fucked.
He did.
Little Willie. I don't know about Little Willie. That's
I got heated. I was heated watching
It's a
that.
reach.
You know?
It's like they just felt like they had to mention people. You know, it was hard. Like it's hard when you just have to mention random people. Like even just Sheldon being funny mentioning me. It's like, come on, like there's and then he mentioned Big Cat. I know Big Cat. I know Portnoy, but come on, they're not.
Jay, Finland, Big Cat, like just the big stars.
The list guy was something to behold. The guy that he's like, oh yeah, the guy that called during the 50 States thing that just listed off a bunch of movies.
Mm-hmm. You should be there.
That was a tough one.
We need the real people, the people that were there to keep the show going.
Grassroots.
Oh, Montante wants to know if anything's more sad than these Minifans kissing the feet of Kirk when they get yelled at.
Well, how else do you get in the Hall of Fame?
Pretty sad.
Yeah, Big Kempin. Big Kempin.
Big Kempin.
Yeah. Ziggy was too scared that Papa Kirk wouldn't DM him on the side anymore. You know what I mean?
Careful. Ziggy was such a big rebel, he fucking nominated himself, though.
That was his edgy move.
Dale said he was.
Papa Kirk is probably talking to him, saying, Ziggy, what do you know?
He calls him Daddy, okay? It's Daddy.
Yeah.
Red was good, though.
No, just Daddy.
Red was good, yeah. Red was good.
He was fine. Red got happy at the end.
Ziggy's is the hardest guy to argue with because he's fucking.
They don't have anything.
They don't. They don't listen to the show. How do you prove it? Well, you can't. So then, it's like, how do you argue with that? You know.
Well, it's so fucked too that was such an epic part of his argument that fucking you don't listen. Yeah, we know. I'm pretty sure Will doesn't really listen that much, does he?
Will doesn't listen at all. I watched the fucking court case with Ziggy doing memeing it the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
On Monday.
Yeah, like
that's no.
He should have been a man and was like, "Hey, Papa Kirk doesn't want BA talked about. You know, I'm not going to do it. You know."
I can't believe.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't believe that that we were even mentioned. I didn't think they would do that. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a straight OG
they did a
list.
Mincel section. That's why at the end they did a Mincel mention.
No, they didn't. Blobe got fucking elected. What are you talking about at the end?
No, they specifically did a Mincel.
Yeah, it was like pity votes.
Talk. Okay, well that's when they mentioned BA.
Well, that's the only reason we are on there.
That's when they picked you right away. Yeah, you were their pick.
I voted for you, Jay.
The whole old guard, new guard thing.
It's real.
What do you mean? I didn't really see it. There's a clip. Like a video.
I can't believe Warden hasn't said anything yet.
Or a click, you're saying. Okay.
I don't think anyone knows what you're saying right now, Jay. Just hate to break it to you.
What did he just say? Old guard, new guard, click, or old guard, new guard video?
No, yeah, there's like a sort of click, and then there's like just sort of a split of like the time and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's been the last 6 months have been way more Mincel stuff than the fucking old boys.
I agree.
But you can't. I mean, what is all in the Minute family? What is
Mincel?
Fucking. I don't know.
What's the rundown? What is it? How does it start?
Jay and Justin watch Star Wars.
The OG sketch, Flock, they fucking drop off shows all the time and just kind of stop doing them.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
Who is that, Jay?
Wow.
She's asking for boyfriend applications on Twitch.
Is she of age?
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Jay's looking to put in a boyfriend application. Can we fill it out right now, like live?
Okay. Hey, give me your top 3 best qualities, Jay. Let's go. Come on.
You tell me, Daddy.
It's gotta be eating beef, jerking off in the rain.
That's all you know about me, KK. There's more to me than that.
And he's a very good employee.
Yeah. Top Minifan, you know.
I have a great.
To be honest, you are a
Great work.
president. You are a
Great-
president. You're
great
a
work.
leader of men, eh? That's
Great
pretty
work
much like,
ethic.
being in a club in high school or whatever. Same kind of thing. It's a resume builder, you know.
I'll tell you right now, I do a lot of things to get with this girl. Jesus, she's got a moon tattoo right here.
What's her name? Give her a shout out. What's her name?
You got a tattoo of the moon? You got a tattoo of the moon?
It's an intel.
Yeah, for the people on the stream, dummy.
Jade, you got a tattoo of the moon on you?
This girl has one right above her boobies.
Oh, okay.
Take your time, all right? You got men salivating over here. What's the girl's name, for Christ's sakes?
Sarah, Talixdo.
Okay, I'll just type in Sarah.
See how she sounds. That's
Sarah, do you want the J from Lynn experience?
Titan, it's in Intel. I put it in Intel, Titan. It's been there for the last 5 minutes.
Thank you.
I think I hear Spanish. Uh-oh. She's talking Spanish.
I'm not a big Spanish guy.
No?
I'm over it. I passed that. That went over my head. I did it. I've been there. I don't need that in my life.
Hey, Killer K, a tip of advice. Don't quote Narcos when you're talking to the Spanish people at work, you know?
What is it? Nickels worth of free advice? Is that the saying?
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with the LK tonight.
I'm glad he wasn't talked about at all. At least, you know.
She's about to jump in a pool of ramen.
What?
That's disgusting.
Was this a girl we're putting the application in for?
Yeah.
Jay, don't you have to get ready for work?
Hey, Dom.
Tomorrow.
Jay, if you're gonna jerk off, turn the camera off, please.
Yeah.
It's not raining, eh? It's not raining here.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is there a storm coming?
There is actually. We're getting some
If
snow.
you're jerking it off indoors, what do you do? Like, you have a spray. You have a spray gun. You have a spray gun, or it's probably the drop sound. You leave the tap running a little bit, drip, drip, drip.
Turn the shower on. Yeah.
But that shower doesn't sound like rain.
Yeah, it does. I have a rain spout.
I guess. Never mind. Actually, who am I to give you advice?
I have.
Oh, Ziggy said Ziggy said his BA done crying.
Ooh. Hey, I'll admit, Ziggy did get in my head, but because I thought he could do better in the moment. You know what I mean?
Is he gonna pop in here, that pussy?
I won't pop in there because this is what I think.
Is he even in Discord? I don't think so.
He's lucky what he did, but he didn't do that to fuck with me. He did that because he's scared of Kirky, you know?
I mean, he put intern Will on the bout.
Scared of daddy.
Scared of daddy. Yeah, scared of daddy. I know that for a fact, but good for him. It worked. So
Got right in your head.
You know, I guess I'm still crying a bit. If I guess that.
Stop crying.
Don't you have a nuke of your own BA?
Why would you say BA's had a pretty good last like 3 week push?
A little bit of a nuke, but it's more. It'll be a character nuke, you know.
Okay.
See, I nuke myself. That's the difference between me, like, you know.
Man of honor.
All your wounds are self-inflicted.
Australia
What are your thoughts?
with his
I guess so.
dogs.
Probably. Maybe some stuff out of my control, but I nuke myself where I'll say I don't know. I'll say the nuke. Fuck Titan. You're
Sorry.
a sharp guy, man.
I walked you right into a pretzel there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Fuck, man.
Just think about
Now
it.
I'm all,
Get
now
back
I'm
to
all
me,
fucked
alright?
up. Sorry. What's in the background over here? Is this Jay? Jay's been
We're
awfully
fucking-
quiet. Eh? He's setting
yeah,
up the
professional.
shower fucking stream.
Well,
Eh? So I set up the shower.
live
Not
here.
right hand either.
He's fucking watching YouTube over here.
John said that he closed the stream.
Hey, Titan, do you got
No, I didn't.
do you have any rain sound effects? On the board.
Yeah, we should be using we should be using the board more. Like,
Hey, let's get rain sound effects going. Jay's gonna fucking.
I just retweeted.
We'll get in his head. We'll get in his head.
Stream, and now all of a sudden, I didn't
You
even know.
created it.
Oh,
You created
baby.
it now. Now this is, I think, what we should do right now. If the boys don't want to do it, that's fine. I don't give a fuck.
love the rain noise.
Yeah.
10 hours,
Hey,
baby.
it's soothing, eh?
10 straight hours.
10 straight hours of rain noise.
They'll take you through your whole shift, Jay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good rain.
Isn't that?
Sounds like it. I like it.
Fuck.
He's got a weird fucking look in his eye.
He's getting weird now. I knew this was gonna happen. I didn't want to say it before but I knew.
Turned it up. Put it on. You can't tease me like that.
Yeah. You
Naked-
got the quarter
naked
chub
from
going
the waist
on.
down.
Eh? Wow, that's crazy. Fuck, that's like Viagra. Eh?
Blue balls from the boys.
Fucking the Viagra. Imagine.
That's horrible. Blue balls from the boys. Yeah.
So, BA, are you and DEC are going to start tag teaming Justin or what?
Maybe not. I go out. I don't go after. But how funny was that chain of text?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. Wow.
Welcome, everyone.
This is the pilot. We really thank you for tuning in and checking it out. We're going to try to keep it short in the future. Ran a little bit long this episode.
Poppy, I
but,
thought you left.
we hope
You're here? Oh, good.
Hope you enjoy it.
missed
Hope
you,
come back
Aaron.
next week. And,
Poppy's
Whoa.
here?
Thanks a lot for stopping by.
Welcome to the first episode of Poppy's Kitchen. We're here with Patrick from the Discord.
Hey, he's gonna say something
Patrick
short and
is,
sweet
Patrick's
too.
the
So
man.
much. Right
He's the
now.
administrator of the
Who?
Discord. He is the president of the Minifans, and we couldn't ask for a better guest
John,
on week one. So I just want to say thanks a lot, Patrick, for coming.
Wait,
on.
Jay, I
Really
thought you
appreciate
were the president.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate the opportunity.
it. Yeah, man. So I met Patrick for the first time in Reuben. We were at the courthouse.
Oh, the
Fighting
interview with
fight
Patrick.
with,
Wow.
with
This is
Mayor
awesome.
Mayor Curtatone.
Yeah.
Curtatone is a
The
phony.
best was
So yeah, we met there.
Poppy kept saying we're gonna do a
Some
tight,
of the
quick
first,
show.
like,
You know,
10
Poppy's
to 12
pitching in,
people
it's always the
went
longest.
to any Minifan event. So that was awesome. We got to meet there. We met again at in Sherborne. Yeah, Jack
Jay,
at Sherborne.
Jay,
And
Jay,
then
you yourself
Jay loves
got
it.
to laugh like that.
I was given
Fucking
the privilege to
comment.
ride in the presidential
Who are you?
cavalcade up to Madawaska, which was the fucking time of my life.
Good
So
time.
I'm gonna shut
we're
up so
here
everyone
doing
can
the
listen to you
show.
laugh.
We want to kind of keep it short, and we want to kind of keep it focused on the community. So
Want to keep this short?
there's no better
Want to keep
guest
this
of the
focused on the community?
than Patrick. So
I prefer
the
listening
thing
to
that drives the
Poppy's call
show
than the
is the podcast. That is, Kirk is Senator's University.
People forget. Remember when we
There's a
did
large
the
amount of
Discord
people that
voice chat, we
spend
did
a lot
the
of
Poppy
time,
versus
in the
Vendors,
community.
and I was the guy that said,
A lot of
"Sorry,
hours
yours," and
invested
you got it.
besides listening to the show. That's on Twitter. That's on Discord.
There's so
and,
many people. It's not.
So
it's nuts.
first question is, did you have experience with Discord before
before
Kirk?
No.
Yeah, I used it for I played a couple games previously, and I used it for those.
Yo, President
Probably
speaking.
back in 2017, I
Jay,
think I started
shut up,
playing,
man. Just
using
shut
that
up.
when I was playing one of the games. And I wasn't huge into it. I had a little server that I ran.
probably 30 people, something like that. But yeah, that was the only thing I used it for previous to coming into this world.
That's a lot.
So it was a kind of a no-brainer to apply, you know, Discord to KMS.
Well, it's so the whole thing started out. We had the Reddit, and I was on there. I think everybody always heard about the Minifan private thread, and everyone kept searching for it, and that's where I would just search trying to find what that was before I even knew that it was private. That it was just a group chat on Twitter. And I think it started.
But that's what made people go to
posted a message on the Reddit.
I didn't know
and he
what they were
asked
talking
if
about
anyone would be interested in Discord. I think I commented and said I'd be interested. He put a link, and then at first it was just the three of us. It was Jordan, his friend, and then myself. And we just kind of, the three of us would talk, and we'd send a message whenever the whenever the podcast would be up. We'd shoot a message, and then little by little we just kept expanding it from there. I kind of got obsessed with trying to grow it and make it more and give us different perks. And we added the Twitter feeds, and then little by little we kept adding more channels and more feeds to go into it automatically, and till basically till it's where it's at now.
Yeah, it's growing like crazy.
This is the guy.
I think that Kirk likes to use Twitter as a means of, you know, getting
Discord
announcements
started
and
3
kind of as
guys,
a business
just
tool.
message a
But as far as
bunch
interaction
of
goes, it seems like he's the most active on Discord. You get the best
Ziggy's
version
hard-hitting
of Kirk on Discord. In my
Poppy's
opinion.
hard-hitting questions.
It's a crazy level of.
He's in Discord right now.
I've ever heard.
It's insane.
Yeah,
like,
he get hit it, but he tries to play that.
I'm just blown away by it. Like that is what separates
develop
this
that
podcast
story too
from
fast.
every other show, every other podcast, every other entertainment product is that
you
have a level of interaction that is
more
unparalleled.
open-ended.
You know, you can literally, you know, there's multiple AMAs. It seems like once a week,
Maybe a
sometimes
bit
more.
quicker, you know?
And
he's usually
that's a long-winded, like,
Sorry,
John
Listen,
Lewis type question.
listen to them talking about how Kirk's in there every
it's
day.
just- I don't know. I love Twitter. I've gotten more involved in it lately.
Love you, puppy. Come back.
Discord.
I
is
didn't.
my main thing.
I used it basically just for sports, just to get information on sports. Obviously, it's it's the quickest source of information for
see Poppy
news,
then
basically.
after practice.
So I wasn't ever
answered
really
that first Discord
active on
question.
it much until
2-3 minutes
getting into this
Poppy
world.
said,
I'm definitely
another
more active in
follow-up
Discord than I am on
question,
Twitter,
right?
but I'm on Twitter all the time too.
Yeah. So my first question is like, what are some of the high points as far as like activity goes? Like, for me, you know, obviously when there's an event like the rally in Sherborne or like Madawaska or whatever, it just blows up, and there's just you know there's no better place for fan interaction. What are some of the high points as far as when people when activity kind of spiked?
It's obvious, isn't it? It sounds
Probably
like
the first time that Kirk mentioned that he goes into Discord. I think before that we were probably at around 300 users, and we were gaining 200 to 300 a day for the next few days after he mentioned that he was in there. So that was our first spike. That was crazy. And then it's been kind of little by little after that. There's been some big spikes, obviously heading into Madawaska, we got a big spike, and then when Steve was suspended, we got another spike. Anytime there's some big controversy in the world, in the show, to the point of like Steve getting suspended or is Mike going to get fired today, something like that. We'll see a bunch of new members come in, and then even at that point, you have members that don't participate much that end up coming in.
So on a really busy day, like how many messages are we going to see on the Discord and a top 10 kind of day?
Right now, we average about 6,000 to 7,000 messages a day. Right after or during the
7,000 a day.
suspension, because everybody had their different opinions on that.
If you think about it,
50%
listening
of
back,
people
he's full of shit.
thought it was
Didn't run
it was the right thing. 50% didn't like it, and everybody was kind of going back and forth on it. And that was we were averaging probably about 10,000 a day at that point.
That's insane. Like that's such a different type of content than Twitter. I think a lot of people
actually
can be
pretty much exactly the same.
The amount of messages that are on there. But once you get comfortable, you realize you don't need to be reading everything. You don't even need to be reading the majority. As long as you're kind of popping in, you can just kind of do your thing.
You don't need to go back and read every message. I wish someone told me.
No.
Medium poppy.
So for me, I
Here we go.
Discord,
This is
I
the
don't know the
sixth follow.
exact date that I joined, but I had been on it, from very early on, probably when Kirk first mentioned
Any
it.
menace drops, Shopkeep?
And then when it really kind of took off for me was
Thinking like
Night Watch.
Playing fucking
That's when I really
audio
started
on
to
the
realize,
show. If it was that bad, would they have played it on the
the-
main show?
the
On the
level of
main show?
that it has. It just,
Can't have been that
it's
bad.
insane. After Madawaska, I really started to spend more and more time there.
I guess I'll make a few things.
Really started to
Bobby
realize,
Menace
what it
talking
is.
to her. Hello.
So a bunch of people, even up
the
there,
reason
you
we
know,
have it
the
done is
forum or at
because
my
I don't know why
fans,
they
and things
thought
like
that.
that. There were people that just didn't understand it and weren't comfortable with it. And I had
playing with
uploaded
it, doing
it on
stuff to it. It's a
phones.
fantastic
I probably talked to
sensation.
15, 20 people that I loaded on their phones right then and showed them exactly how to get around and get through it. If you're new to it, it's clunky. You don't really know.
I used to ask
where to go and what to do. And I can't tell you the amount of people that have an issue just trying to get a role assigned to them because they can't follow a simple welcome message that gives you the directions on how to join. So I'll get a bunch of messages from people that are new saying, "No, I can't."
It's
I can't
so
get
funny
in, or
though.
there's
The first time we
there's only
ever
one
did
channel
it,
or
and
something like that, and I have to walk them through how to
doing what you're doing.
type
Don't
one
listen
message.
to anyone.
Is it?
Do what you're doing.
Well, that's why you're the president.
So
That's
funny.
why you
Good,
are
you
doing what
follow,
you do,
like, elderly advice.
and we appreciate it. So
From
some
one
of you hear,
broadcast
a little
pro
bit
to
of like
another.
I'm not kidding. I really did play Adam.
people that kind of say negative things about the Discord.
Poppy's still on
I've
question
seen you
8.
talk about it in
Follow
Discord
up with
sometimes.
this.
And you say you kind of got a bad rap from the start. People kind of talk negatively about it.
He's working
expand
it.
a little bit upon that. Like, why do you think? Do you think it's older? Do you think it's like a new guard, an old guard versus new guard kind of thing, or who are the people?
I think it's people that aren't familiar with it. They think they just don't know what it is or how. If you're not familiar with it, you don't know what's going on. You're not gonna you're not gonna have a positive opinion of it. Especially it was mainly after the 38-minute episode that we got. That's when, if you weren't part of the Discord, or even most of the people that were part of it at that point, that's when people started thinking the Discord people were the assholes of the group, and they're just the losers that just sitting there, a little online chat room or something like that.
And that's the one. He goes, it's run by Patrick Rich Mandarin.
I mean,
fucking
Twitter's the same
Canadian
thing,
guy.
just a different scheme interface. But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of that kind of stuff.
And all I
You're
wanted
in
to
a
do that
unique
night, I was
position
telling them,
to
let
kind
me
of approach
just
it because you are
ask Steve
a
about
very
all my
old
lives.
school
They
Minute
want me to
fan,
do
but
something
you're
else,
also
fucking dumb
knee
guy.
deep in the Discord, which is, I guess, like the new school kind of thing from the way people portray it. What do you think is kind of going on with the whole sentiment as far as the old versus the new? I listen to
He's like, you didn't
every
answer the
episode
question.
since
I'm
the
saying it
beginning.
again.
I don't really understand the whole sentiment of why there's this kind of like old versus new thing. I think it's people that are just kind of bored with this coronavirus, just inside arguing, or
listen to this.
People, maybe the old guard thinking that they're not getting the proper respect that they're owed.
You're not interviewing Einstein here. It's fucking Patrick.
Maybe the new guys, are getting some attention. And do you have any opinion on that? Why do you think
I think obviously people have, Kirk just builds this loyalty. The way he interacts with us, just him in general. You want to.
This did not age well.
You want to run through a wall for him.
Did not age
So you
well.
have with people that have been around for years that have listened to him, and myself listening to him, and then all of a sudden he was just off the air one day. You would listen every single day, and you didn't know if he was going to be back. Is Kirk on there? No, all right. And every once in a while, you continue to listen, but for the most part, I listened to wait and see if he was coming back, and he wasn't on. There wasn't much information. So you have a group of people that are part of this world now, obviously, that came from that. And you have that passion and that loyalty, and I think that group feels like they went through a war, basically. Kirk had this battle with obviously his own mental health, and then with dealing with everything between EEI and the Red Sox and the Globe and everything like that. So you have a group that feels like they've earned it, basically earned to be a fan. And then you have newer fans that haven't been around long. You have people that have been around for a month or 6 months or since June when people found their Boston. And I think there is, I feel like there's some sort of a resentment sometimes between people that have been around a long time and then the new fans. And I think to me, it just doesn't make sense. If you are loyal and you're a fan and you are going to support the sponsors and be loyal to Kirk, then it does not matter that you didn't know about Kirk before he went out the first time. I don't care. If you're going to be loyal to him and support him,
Poppy's going to be like,
same as I'm a fan or anyone else that's been. If you started listening to Kirk when he
but they brought Zonker in. They brought Zonker in.
You're still listening now. That's awesome. But it doesn't make anyone better than anyone else to be a fan because you listened back then. If you're going to be loyal and support Kirk, that's what we want. We want people that are going to be part of the world and that are going to support him, support the show, help grow the show, and help grow the whole brand.
Very, very well said. I think that everyone appreciates all the, it's like the old school Minute fans are kind of like veterans. They went through
very well said.
Kirk, and that's a classic thing when new people are jumping on board. To if you don't feel like they appreciate it, but I'm with you 100%.
A lot of times you have or at least you see a lot right now that the newer fans they have a resentment to it, especially like they don't. Some of the older fans don't come into this. It's not that they don't like the fans so much; they just don't like the platform. And I think that's part of the issue right now. Is you have the old guard doesn't participate as much, and then you have the new fans that do participate all the time, like in the Discord. And I think that's, for some reason, that's just one battle that keeps happening. And it happened, it started in, I think it was
funny,
like Christmas
actually.
break. That's when the first time it really started to fester. And then this last time that Kirk was out. So it's like you said, it's boredom, basically. Whenever there's a time that there's no show, that's when all this infighting starts. And that's, when we have all these issues. But I mean, at least in my opinion, you can't, if you're a Discord user, you can't not like someone just because they don't use the same platform or that they're not in it a lot. You have to be able to understand that some people just don't like it. There's people that just use the Reddit that don't use Twitter or Discord. That doesn't mean they're any less of a fan than anybody else. It's not just the
Discord talk.
older
I thought it
fans
meant they were like
don't
subhuman.
like the newer fans. It's both sides right now that are arguing with each other, and it just. The whole thing makes zero sense. That if you're a fan, you should be able to support either one. If you're a new fan, you should appreciate that these people supported Kirk enough to start the show. Because without the old fans, where would Kirk be? He wouldn't have that fan base to come over into Barstool. I know he would build his own audience. He would do that himself. He could start from scratch right now, and he would be able to build his own thing. I know that, but that audience came with him. So the new fans should just appreciate that part of it and not have resentment that they're not in a chat or that they don't participate or something like that.
Look at the guy that ran
that
the
just
whole
doesn't
thing.
make any sense to me either.
They talk about Discord for fucking half
They should appreciate each other.
Yeah,
the new fans coming on are growing the show, and the old fans brought that
new
whole show,
fans.
brought
That's
that
you.
whole world.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're all brothers, and we're all that attention, and
we're all brothers.
At the end of the day, though,
wait,
clout chasers, right?
For sure. I mean, we the problem right now, I think, is that we don't have a common enemy. We all rally together very well, but right now there's just no common enemy, and I
can say the most united I've seen was heading into the vigil, and everybody, especially in the Discord, you have guys like that at that point, not everybody knew each other. That was, I think, what was that? When all that started was probably October, maybe it was September, October, and the Discord was still fairly new at that point, so it wasn't very big, and you had people that were doing anything they possibly could do to find information or send emails, make phone calls, and doing everything. And it was down to guys that hadn't been around. Someone like Phil, he helped me every single day he would help me either getting information,
Shut up.
gathering, or
Phil.
building something. Someone like him who had only been around for 2-3 months at that point, that just was already part of the world. And you know, so not only did you have people that had been around for years listening to him, but you had brand new people that had that dedication. And that's the most united I think I've seen. We had that enemy. We had something that we had to focus on, and someone to go after, and not just a blanket, you know, go after the globe or go after.
We're all
it
brothers.
was a single focus that we had
come
that
together.
we went after, and that was probably the most united that I've seen. Obviously, Madawaska, obviously that it was great, and everybody had a great time, and even afterwards, you know, the community sense afterwards was amazing. But for one focus.
Sheldon.
Was that
Sheldon's in here?
whatever it was, 2 month time before the video.
Sheldon.
That everybody focused on the
I love how
scene.
Sheldon's name in here. Sheldon's name in here is still the same it was the day he came in here.
It's incredible. You know, people like it's just kind of
That's your
sad
money,
to see,
Sheldon.
you know, people
Look
going after
who it
their,
is,
you know, on
Mr.
social
Red
media.
Shirt.
You know, I know that the old
His
guys
finest
put
red
in the
shirt.
work to lay the foundation for us. You know, people like Phil are, you know, doing
Phil.
great stuff. Everyone's contributing and everyone's, you know, on the same page. Trying
Can
to,
you
you know,
explain the list,
one
guys?
of the last things I want to
need an
add is that
explanation on that.
you know,
I can't explain
my
this
my
guy,
wife has been
okay?
asking about Discord. What are you doing on here?
Okay, do it.
What's going
Do
on?
it.
Yada
Do
yada
it.
yada. And the
She
thing
thinks
that
you're on
really
the
sold,
TikTok web too.
yeah, she thinks I'm on, you know, Silk Road or some shit.
Can we cut Patrick and Pappy for this explanation?
Yeah,
I got no. I'm not explaining it.
that's good. That's a good stance to take.
I don't think he knows. Sheldon, you don't know, or you do know?
I do know what.
Yeah, I don't think he knows.
What? No what, Jay?
Come on, no one knows, Jay. No one fucking knows.
No what?
I promise. I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, like what is that supposed to mean, Jay?
Well,
Sheldon, I think your votes were fucking fantastic. Did you not vote for Jay? Did you vote for Jay?
He brought up Jay. He brought up Jay.
Yeah, so there's nothing else we need to talk about here. That was the best. He
He
brought up Jay.
yeah.
He brought up
After-
Jay. He wanted the Minahan brothers in there, which is a great call.
that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
He didn't vote for you, though, John.
Yeah, but
Well,
did he?
No, yeah, eventually he did. He didn't vote for me at first too, but then he
He's already voting.
Sheldon,
He-
I
who
voted for
was
BA.
Jay?
Sheldon
I
knows
didn't have him
that.
on the list right away.
not first. You didn't
We
vote
all
for me
know.
first.
We all know the true
No, I
snake
said I
tonight
did.
is Ziggy Robinson. We all know.
I
That.
didn't vote for John first either. Why the
I
fuck
know.
would I want to agree with everybody right away?
Yeah, that's true.
That makes it boring.
It was.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Blob is on.
No,
there.
it wasn't boring. I won't say it was boring. Not to me.
No, and then I tried to get BA on. Didn't work.
I can't believe you guys. snapped
Did you?
Mayo.
Yeah, Sheldon. Did you see Red just bopping up and down
For
when he saw he was going to get his
intern
way?
Will, for intern Will.
I can't. Yo, I just got a text. I just got a text from intern Will with the tweet from the KMS account, and it said, "What is this?"
Yeah, Willie.
Will has no idea.
The show when he was fucking an intern. I guarantee.
Yeah,
100%.
Oh no, I that name is basically on there just to drive them insane.
Good.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was a good one. I like that too. That was.
I mean,
good.
because if you just put on every fucking OG and suck pump, what fucking fun is that?
Well, I mean,
Well, you
it's
put on-
basically
yeah,
you did put every OG. You did put every OG
Don't-
in Suck Pump.
Hey, Sheldon, don't try to come here and say like you fucking intern Will. Oh, look, we're edgy. You guys have the most fucking vanilla list that any of the boys.
Dude,
Yeah,
I had
Metters
fucking
was an
Big
edgy
Cat,
pick.
Portnoy,
Yo,
List
I-
Guy, and fucking Jay's man.
I like,
How
yeah.
the fuck is that vanilla?
I like
Got
Barstool.
it.
I like
Pretty
Big Cat
vanilla,
being on
dude.
there.
It is
I like Big
vanilla.
Cat being
Did
on
you
there.
say you got bullied by Ziggy Robinson? The fucking
No, it's Ziggy.
Cleaner, fucking agent of chaos.
The pipe cleaner agent.
They weren't the greatest idea. They just didn't. Come on, I'll make your.
Dude, I put Jay on there, and Jay was one
That
of
was
the
a beauty
biggest
move.
barriers of me tonight.
That was a beauty move. The funniest part was you said, "How about Jay, 11, whatever," and both of them go, "No." End of discussion. So quick, you know. That was awesome.
It's not even a fucking thought in their head, man.
CJ, I got your
Ziggy
back.
Talks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. But Ziggy just talks nice. Like,
Ziggy ran all over you.
all these guys that just
Ran over you
patronize
and
me
Brad.
try to pat me on the back and They always
Breadline Callahan.
Yeah. Fuck, that was, yeah.
Breadline Callahan. Oh, the guy, every day, the dedication to tweet Greg Hill, I like Kirk more than you.
Okay. He does.
Hey, but then, hey, BA, but then I fought for you at the end.
No, I know.
Kind of.
Kind of. Fuck you guys.
I'm saying I wish you were a better negotiator, dude. I wish you were a better negotiator, you know?
Well, I'm not. I'm American. Leave me alone.
No. Boom. I've been saying that this whole time.
Jesus
Canada
Christ.
number one. Canada number one. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good at negotiations.
Do you realize who you're talking to? Give up our Dakota.
Yeah, but I would never let Ziggy body bag me into 5 votes at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not sleeping on the bathroom floor would be nice.
Didn't make sense. Didn't make sense. Ziggy got way too much free reign.
The thing that really kind of made it make sense to her is that, you know, people are extremely kind-hearted at times. You know, it is a fast-paced thing. There are a lot of jokes flying
First time
around.
Jay's
You know,
agreed with me all night.
just
Now
like you were saying, it's upwards of thousands and thousands of messages. So there's a lot going on. But people are really, really kind-hearted. Whenever someone's going through some, you know, some mental health stuff or struggles in whatever regard, there are so many people out there that are jumping to try to contribute and to help and to play their part in, you know, in taking care of their you know, their neighbors and their brothers. So I just want to say you're doing a phenomenal job managing the Discord. It's an awesome place. I've made some great friendships there. I've learned a ton of shit, and I just love going on there. And,
I've learned a ton of shit.
I feel the whole world, not even just the Discord.
The first one, there was like, I think 2,000.
Yo, wait, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Pat
The best
Lawrence
community
segment.
that I've been a part of, like an online community. It's the best one I've been a part of between you know, any gaming community that I was previously in, or anything from Car Club or anything like that. I think I was saying this in the Discord the other day.
Poppy's Revolutionary
I've never seen
Show.
something that you can. So many people. Obviously, people aren't going to always agree. It's just part of life. You're not going to. Everyone's not going to agree with
I know
everything
for a
all the time,
fact,
which is good. A lot of times it brings good discussion.
Kitchen,
I think that, you know, useless infighting,
you know, we chop it up quick.
That
I guarantee,
not happen. But people aren't going to agree all the time. You can have little spats. You can have things like that. But stuff that it gets to the point where it's pushing people out of the world and things, it should never get to the point. You know, doxing and pushing people out of the world and things like that. It should not happen.
40 minutes of patch.
And for the most part, we don't see that because it's a large community sense. Like you said, if someone is in need of something, there's 100 people right there that'll jump at them to help them, and even, you know, rallying to you know, for donations or anything like that. You know, the community's incredible.
I mean, I think Rick said he got like, you know, 50 phone calls to cover that bar tab in, you know, in like a matter of an hour.
Rick got 50 phone
anyways,
calls.
Patrick, I wanted to give a huge shout out to you for coming on here. KMSDiscord.com/join. If you're not on the Discord, hop on there. We're all, you know,
the Poppy
99.9%
Poppy plug.
You know, got your back. You know, we're all in this together. We're all in commonality. And you know, really big thank you, Patrick, for coming on here. Hope to have you on again. And yeah, keep up the great work, man. Thanks again.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey, what's up, folks? This is gonna be a little segment called Peace Summit. It happen all the time in voice chat. We encourage everyone to come down.
Wait, is this dummy? Is this dummy?
This
Is this dummy?
sort of come together with everyone watching to
This
hash
is
things
dummy.
out. And half of it's for entertainment, half of it's to actually broker some peace. We don't want to control without a purpose here.
He's the original Beef
everyone
Summit
come
idea.
play in the mud down at Discord. It's not always going to end. You know, in a knife fight, got Globe and Phil going at it. Doesn't have to be like that. We can just hash things out. We like contention. At the end of the day, we're all Minute fans. So our first Peace Summit is going to be Intern Will. Intern Will, present yourself.
Hi.
Hey, bud. Hey. So you're you're on the Peace Summit, so you know we're going to start off probably on different sides of the things. And we're going to see if we can't broker some peace to this. I think you're a good egg, bumbling fool, some may say, but you know we're gonna work things. I have my
fair.
You know, you'll be able to point those out as we move along here. So
Hall of
just to
Fame,
do a quick
Hall of Fame
introduction,
and
Will is
Hall
Poppy is putting together the show. He reached out to all of us. He got us to all buy in. He wanted us to think about start thinking about some segments. And then he threw in there, hey, intern Will's going to be the producer.
Not my first choice is what you're probably thinking. But
Will,
I don't even know if we need a producer. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even know.
You probably don't. I mean, it is nice to have somebody to throw it together and get it up onto the YouTube channel. It's always nice to have that connection. But other than that, yeah, you probably don't need us.
So I'm no technology whiz, but I thought, fuck, we don't want any, probably too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So,
Too many
so then, and you've been completely silent in the group chat.
Oh yeah, that's silent.
Right, until today. Until
That freeze was born in the Discord.
So we've been talking about the show, trying to come up with ideas, and all the while, every now and then, I'm just like, "Hey, Will, if we wanted to record something, what would I do? What technology do you request?
Yeah.
Any specific technical things about?
Yeah.
Zip, zero, nada. So
well, no, actually, I believe I said as long as you record landscape on your phone, if you have an iPhone. And a pair of headphones, you can do it. I might not have said a pair of headphones, but I said something along those lines. And just send it to me. I'll put it together, But it is nice to have that feel of there's somebody who knows the technical side of it. But there really is not that much tech behind it. Like you could record good enough right on your iPhone, but you might have missed that one. So, I mean,
no. To be fair, I saw something from you. It didn't make any sense. Kind of like I was like landscape on my phone. I have no fun clue what that means.
Oh, let's turn it sideways, dude. And yeah,
but what does that mean? So you just mean if I were to take a video on my phone?
Yeah. So you know how YouTube videos are this way and not this way?
Okay. No, I get that. I get that. The printers have that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was also it wasn't the most straightforward. What if I wanted to guess?
No, it wasn't professional at all. I actually do apologize for that. I had a ton of shit going on. I mean, that's really all I can say about that. So sorry. Genuinely sorry. And I'm here with you now. I'm honored to be your first guest in the Peace Summit, and I'm glad that we're doing this. I'm glad you're getting this out of your system, like your tomato face right now. Like you look heated at me. You look really mad.
The first session, my fiance just like walked down, literally sat right next to me. I was like, I'm being quiet. So there's some residual heat, and I turn red when I get worked up. I turn red when I drink. I turn red when I laugh. It's my Irish curse. But so anyway, back to brass tacks.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Poppy says like, "Hey, let's all test our technology. Let's make sure we got this down. Let's bring up the software we're going to use, which is StreamYard." And I say, "Great, cool." Is like, is Will going to join us? And again, my expectations are so low for you. No offense.
Yeah.
I was like, is Will going to join us? Nope, not a peep. Nope. So then we're all on a technology StreamYard, and I go, Poppy, do we need fucking Will? We're all here without him. We're all made it this far. No word.
Yeah.
He's like, well, he's not connected to the show. Just Steve. I don't really value that. Steve is going to upload. He isn't. If you're truly the conduit, the only way we can get on, I don't want that.
Well, no, I don't think that I am either. I think you're going to get on based on your own merit anyways. I think that I pitched the idea to Steve thinking it was a great idea. I wanted to be as hands-off as possible. I don't like being one of those. That's a formula that's worked for me in the past. And, don't fix what's not broken,
And us having not worked together.
I want to be as hands-off as possible. That's a
probably
formula
just
that's worked.
putting my expectations in a different bucket.
I do have to apologize though, like I said, for not like making that more clear. I genuinely was busy. I mean, is that
there's a big six. I'm not going to overrule Poppy. Poppy's made it very clear. He's head chef, and
he is head chef.
So I've just been voicing my concerns along the trail here, and he's been putting me back in my place, and I fall in line. But then today I got this text from the old pop star. this just put me a little. Yeah, this was my just get him the fuck away from the show.
Okay. By the way,
I'm starting to be okay with Will as a
I was gonna
fucking.
say this isn't your first beef with me. Actually, you housed me in Madawaska. You paid for my lodging, which I think was a way to make up for the whole pizza game thing.
I'm hands
feeling like an asshole for that.
For me
Which was awesome.
Let's just say this
And then I joked about it in Discord about spending it on stock, and then in DMs I didn't respond because I didn't see him. Man, you went on a heater there. So this isn't your.
What
first,
is this about?
This isn't your first. Issue at all. I'm sure it could be the last.
No, so just make sure I can find this. Yeah, so that was just a situation where honestly, you and Phil said you were going to sleep on the ice. I've been a Boy Scout. I know how cold winters can be at night. You guys seem like you're hot up for money. And I said, listen, I'm not going to Madawaska. I'd like to support the show to get some content out of it. You and Phil are good guys. We hang in the Discord. You're my internet friends. And so I Venmo'd you a couple bucks, and then all that was a week later. I was probably just having a fucking bad day.
Will got money from dummy to go.
And fucking, you were like,
I remember him and Phil saying they're gonna sleep on the ice.
You were like, people were buying it. Like, hey, Will, how much you really cut?
Hey, Willie G, that you
I thought
made
you were
that
some
money.
broke college kid.
Oh wow.
And
Look at that.
so that just got on my skin.
Man, I'm a big baller, man. No, I was trolling. You know the troll game. You know how it works.
I don't know. You're a weird cat to me, man. I'm not gonna lie. You're fucking.
I'm a little bit different. I actually have some gripes with you. This is the Peace Summit. I've heard your side. Can I say a few things?
Well, can I just? I'll just close out the group chat thing. So pretty much today was the last straw. Fucking Medium Poppies in the group chat said, "Hey, I got to kill this group chat. Will doesn't want to be a part of it anymore." I was like, what does that even mean?
That means that get a fucking Twitter. Like, it's easier for me to keep track of it, and it's easier for me to send links. Like, I have a PC. Like, I don't have a Mac. So if I had a Mac, I could send it. Like,
doesn't make any sense. You can't get a text.
The link. I could email you the link.
I knew you were gonna have a dumb reason. It's a total stupid reason.
Pure laziness. That's all it is.
Laziness, stupid. You put whatever label you want on it. It is not the go-getter producer I want.
It's not the go-getter producer. It's not dumb. It's just lazy. It's just having other people make your job simpler. Delegating.
Dummy is so dead on.
Poppy dance, but I just think I can't have a group chat. I can't have a text. I don't have it.
All right.
I mean, if I had a Twitter, an email, a group chat, I would still be able to communicate.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you one of my 7 burners. How about that?
Whatever. So that's your reason. Your reason was that you're lazy.
Pretty much, yeah.
God damn it. All right. Well, I hope Poppy's listening. I hope Poppy's taking this into full consideration. I hope he finds a way to connect us to Steve directly. That said, what was your other beef with me?
This is actually pretty major. And it's might be like a deal breaker but the fact that you're always doing dishes on voice chat. Why the fuck are you always doing dishes on voice chat? All I hear is just ping 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 ping.
I have free reign every day to just break away and sit on Discord. So sometimes if I'm participating in Discord,
like
what's up?
What a question by Willie.
Though, like.
I have a dishwasher. I have a sink, but at the same time,
Why
I'm
are you
usually
doing stuff in your sink, like while you're on voice chat?
It's the kitchen. No, I'm doing stuff in the kitchen. I hop on the voice chat while I do my chores. That's my thing. I don't.
All right. I don't hate. I hop in the voice chat.
Wait a minute. Actually, one last thing about the group chat.
Yeah.
One last thing about the group chat.
Oh shit! Here we go. All right.
You said because first you wavering on this, but then you also said, "Yeah, man, I'm my busiest between 10:30 and 5."
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
those are the working world hours.
Yeah. So I was basically just telling you that I'm not available.
Open heart surgery. You can answer a text.
No, that's true. No, that's true. You'd be surprised at the volume of texts and shit just during the work week, like I'm tired at the end of it, man. I know everybody's got their jobs. Everybody's got this one-on-one class, man.
10:30
I
and
got this
5
internship,
too, right?
and I'm telling you what, Poppy, like
You just call him Poppy.
Poppy's Kitchen is going to be a good out. So I went frozen as soon as I said Poppy's Kitchen. You know what, man? You're right. You're right, Jackson. I'm a piece of shit. I have no excuse. I was trying to come up with an excuse there. I was just kidding.
I don't want that either. All right, well, you're not a piece of shit. You got a good heart. You're doing everything you can. I'd probably get a little bit more comfortable being an intern. I don't see it going too far. But I'll give you final thoughts and we'll get out of here.
Okay, my final thoughts are I hope this is a staple. I hope Poppy keeps you around because, as you said, he's head chef.
Head chef.
And it was great talking to you. Thanks for inviting me in. It was awesome.
See you in the voice chat.
See ya.
Wow.
Wow.
This might be a new. This might be a new. This might be a new show.
Future, eh?
Wait, stop.
The future.
Stop. It's Pat from Lawrence. It's Pat from Lawrence.
Really, what's the worst thing that can happen here? Oh yeah, I can die, break my neck, and have people.
Is this the bike video?
Get hurt. Oh, and almost clip that tree, but it didn't. I mean, I did ride into a phone pole when I was 12 and laid on the street for a good 2 hours till somebody noticed I was missing and saw me down the street. And I ended up waking up inside of a CAT scan machine, which was a wonderful experience. I had headaches like 3 years after.
Wow.
I avoided the grave marker and landed my front rim in the storm drain, which has now been filled. This is one of the places I like to come to after a long day of saving children, obviously. It's a place to listen to Bruce and read comic
yeah, I remember that.
This
This is the bike. This is the video of him riding down the cemetery. Remember?
Yeah.
As of today,
Remember, there's a part where someone says, "Hey," he like waves at him.
The whole time I was here. So, like, social quarantine. Yeah, stay in your house, guys. Don't fuck around. Stay in your house. Man, don't you just hate when your day starts like this and like, what do you do? You know, I'll show you. That's what you do. Nice and easy. For legal reasons, this is my homeboy's car, and he's authorized me to do this. And this is the hood. It'll get stolen again if you don't lock it up.
Yeah, he teaches you how to jack.
Play Pokemon knows the 4th generation is the best. And if you don't agree, just stop playing and throw your game away right now.
Wow.
This is where we would keep our dead in the winter when it was too cold to bury them. You know what that sign says? Who the fuck cares? But I've heard it's really creepy in there.
I remember this video was fucked.
You really don't want to find yourself in there. This gorgeous overlook is where I like to come and cry and think about how my father didn't love me. And he never cared. Now he's dead and he never will care again. And, well, I don't know. Artillery! This luscious valley was used as a field hospital during the 1918 influenza. It now serves as a water reservoir. I once knew a man who would dump his motor oil into the Merrimack River, so I called the EPA on him. We haven't seen him in 48 years. Since 6 old people will watch this, we might as well see some children need some saving. But I keep seeing the sign, and I don't know if it's a covert way to sell me LSD or something. This is where I play b-ball outside of school. That changed because a couple of guys were up to no good. Those look like normal security cameras. You'd think they were installed by the police. I don't know what they are, but I do know they're installed by the Illuminati to start their surveillance program on us. Now, you wonder why they would start in a city like Lawrence, such a small one, and the answer is quite simple. Things are best hidden in plain sight, but at least they were nice enough to pay us the bike lane, so maybe they're not bad guys after all. My guys on their bikes. I do love this time of the year because everybody will do wheelies around the cities and people will fall and grind, and it's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie, every now and then. But you guys see the fence and the security on this house? You see Breaking Bad.
Pat is
getting
fucking
at what I'm
weird.
getting at? Like, that's a pretty big gate. Like, what's he got in there? I've always wondered that. Very, very strange place. And I also like that red house. Or is
The
it
bike
no
video
room?
though
Who
is
knows?
hilarious, man.
Oh, crikey.
Remember we used that as
Rare
an intro?
example of our city's official
Yeah.
cloud, the trash bud. This is the closest
I
I've
think
ever
that's the
come to
start
seeing
of
or
this
feeling
video.
God.
The bike
And I
video.
highly recommend everybody invest all of their money into a format that is literally deteriorating away and becoming worthless day by day. Just like our current mental health is becoming stuck up in these houses. But homie, don't play that. Next week we'll bring you advice on how to cook deer and other meats with only an engine. I don't care if you didn't like this.
Finn.
Welcome back to Poppy's Kitchen. So the idea behind this show, like I mentioned, is that we want to keep it fresh, keep it moving. So we're gonna try to have a guest on every week. You know, have some good discussion. We're gonna welcome anybody who wants to submit a segment. We have an awesome segment from Pat from Lawrence. Everyone loves Pat from Lawrence. You can't get enough of that guy. And then we're gonna end every episode with a little sit down. A little roundtable action. We got some great guests this week. We got typical dummy. We got Latino Kirk, Pat from Lawrence. So we're gonna bring everyone in and chop it up, see what's going on. So the first thing I want to talk about is I'm very excited to have have that 5K added into the mix. I love things that the whole community can kind of get behind. The fact that we tried the Life Loser, but Kirk expressed early on that he was not that interested in that, and he was going to let Mike kind of get behind it.
That failed completely.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I know you're quite involved in that. It's a great idea, but I think when you have blind Mike, quarterback and something, I don't think that's the ticket, my man. So I'm very excited to see this move forward. Okay, what was it like working on that project?
It was fun. I think a lot of people signed up because they had the goal of getting in shape for the
this video of
Will
Will's
show. And with Corona happening, people at home, it's not easy.
They should fucking roll it back and do it again.
There's the typical human being stuff that you just do out of impulse.
We should just watch
and then
these
you
old
just
episodes
stop
like this.
the other way. And even on the first show, I said, I bet that not even 70% of the people will finish the challenge. I didn't think it would drop drastically, but I knew a lot of people wouldn't complete the challenge. But there's still like 25 people that are faithful and they're still doing it, because they want to get healthy, so I commend them and I think it's great. But with the 5K coming, I think we'll just merge both things, and it's kind of more open to everyone because either if you're in shape or not, you can run 5K. I may do some running tips. I hate running, so maybe I'll use those tips myself as well. So that's what's going on.
Yeah.
What happened with the Life Loser challenge? You said today in Discord that it was Mike's fault.
I think Mike not being an example is tough, right? Because he's part of the show. Like me carrying the flag is one thing, right? It has no weight. Like him carrying the flag has way more weight, into the whole thing. And no pun intended, right? But yeah, he carries more weight, doing that.
I think he's still carrying that weight. I don't think that's gone anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Well, more weight, right? Because after the McDonald's challenge, he's probably fatter now. But
is obviously still doing it. I know he kind of dropped out of the world, but I wonder if he kept a separate chain of communication for that because he was killing it, right?
He did not. He was doing the challenge, but he stopped. Didi also stopped. Too bad. But we do have 20, 25 people. I'll still update the site, and keep moving on that. But
you built the website?
Yeah, I built a website.
Holy shit! And Mike just bailed on it?
Oh yeah, he bailed in week 2. But the thing is, he
There's
never
a website?
came up with a prize, right? So people blindly, no pun intended again, signed up for this challenge without even having, a prize, aside of participating on the wheelboard, being, leaner. So, lack of organization, but it's all good. We'll prep for the 5K.
Once again, Kirk's stepping in, shaking his ass, and pick up the pieces and fixing it. So I'm glad Kirk's doing that.
I had actually invited Kirk to come to the Life Loser and give some running tips. So now that he did that, maybe he will come in and talk about. Because I hate running. I don't know about you guys, but I hate running. I read a lot of articles saying that running is about getting used to it, but I believe my body is not made for running. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I ran track in school, but I hate running unless I'm like racing. Unless it's competitive, I'm just not interested. So I'm excited for the 5K. I think that Kirk being behind it, that'll be a lot of fun. Once again, he's coming in and saving.
Yes.
Saving the day.
Like this. So, you think you're gonna run, Papa Morris? What do you think?
I mean, I'll jog at a brisk pace.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Maybe we can let you ride your bike the whole thing. That'd be
I'll
great.
ride a bike to 10K then. How's that?
That's good.
All right, so we'll, like I said, brevity and keeping this thing kind of short is my goal.
Twitter's been blowing up, Discord's been blowing up, a lot of infighting. The quarantine is in full effect. People are going at it. I'm seeing a lot of old guard versus new guard stuff, which we touched on with Patrick. But yeah,
We should listen to a Mincel. We should listen to a Mincel Intel episode.
Why is
old guard, new guard
coming to a head so intensely right now? Is
What's
it
wrong,
old
Clay?
guard versus new guard?
Huh?
You could do a drinking game when Poppy's talking old guard, new guard.
I think doxing's a way to ruin the fun. I think I'm excited for the Wilbur, but it could be a bloodbath based on the rhetoric around it. So I think when threats are made, people say things in anonymity. We're all online. We're trolls. People are trolling, and if someone can out who you are, that can be a way to shut someone up. Unfortunately, it also can ruin their life. So there's consequences. My gut feeling is obviously it sucks. I would never do it to anyone, but it happened to MHB. Kirk really didn't have his back. Kind of just said, "Well, that's what you get." So there might be something in the community that just thinks it's okay. Kirk shut it down recently and just told everyone to play nice, but there's also a part of us that love fighting. So it could just be what it is. It's the internet. It's a wild place. Go to the Discord. I call it the deep internet. Google, that's probably as complicated as I get. So those are my thoughts. Nothing groundbreaking.
Okay, what do you think is going on, man? You're somewhat of a diplomat. People love you on both sides. Old school, new school. What do you think is going on? Boredom.
Boredom also external factors, right? And you can talk to Phil or Blob. I spoke with both. I hate fighting. I think it's not the way to go. We are all here for one thing only, which is to listen to Kirk. Everything else, it's an add-on. So we should be having fun. And I told Phil, like, hey, Blob was in the hospital with his daughter. I cannot even imagine how hard that was for him. When my son got sick, I think it's the end of the world. And being in a hospital, it's 100 times worse probably. So he probably saw something out of context. He kept to himself, and then he just exploded. And on the same tone, I told Blow, doxing is shitty. You will lose all my respect and everyone's respect if you do that. Doxing is not something that we should be threatening people with. Phil and other people like myself, I don't want to be doxed. I don't want to my employer to know what I'm doing, even though I try to not say anything stupid. That's a fireball offense. If I want to keep to myself my personal life, that's the way I would like to be it. If I want to come out with my personal information, I would like to do myself. And I think I heard some people talk about it's just the lack of understanding. The people that have been listening to Kirk longer, like the OGs, they are the ones that contributed to the show for a long time. So they feel, I don't know if it's threatened, but it's different, right? It's maybe not the whole attention to them anymore. The new guys, they're doing great, and there's space for everyone, I think.
So your team blow?
Yo, I like how every time they say the new guys, they mean us and don't say us.
So your team blow. That was
why? No, why weak? Explain me.
Choose a side. Take a stance. Be something. All right.
What do you think, Pat?
I mean, there's definitely a huge amount of the psychological factor in there. You're in your house for weeks now, and I bet a lot of you are actually learning what your wife's like, or your husband, whatever. And yeah, there's the perceived threat. you hear stories about people getting doxxed, and even though like most of the time, unless you really have a crazy record or saying outrageous things, where you probably should be doxxed, I do feel like there is some cases it's appropriate. Like if you're like a pedophile or something and you're dwelling under, then you should get doxxed, definitely. But what's going on in this is kind of petty, and with the older ones, it's pretty much kind of like the new old dogs like learning new tricks, kind of, and like how the the young Discord's new younger game. It's not
so funny.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
Well, it's not really a younger game, right, Pat? Because you are an old listener, right? You've been listening for a while, right? Yeah, and you are always on Discord, so it's not like new listeners will only be in Discord and old listeners on Twitter. It's just like preference.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's mainly the preference of some people just don't like to sit in there and type there, and it is a lot to keep up with. You'll look and 20 minutes go by and there's 550 new messages, and you're like, I'm not even gonna bother.
I personally think there are pros and cons on both platforms, right? There are things that Twitter is better. There are things that Discord's better. But there are some folks like Dummy, right? Dummy, you just used to Discord, right?
Yes. Yep. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Twitter is just a show. It's Mayo says something every now and then, but he won't back it up. And so I love the Discord. People are willing to say whatever they want to say on there. They don't, the show's not watching. Blind Mike's not watching. Steve only pops in to push us around and get us to do things. I know after the hammer dropped, the general consensus was, who gives a fuck? I'm worried fighting for my job. I'm, worried about people I know dying. If you guys want to do something wacky, that's cool. I listened to 8 minutes. I turned it off, and most of the Discord did too. And then the Twitter people are telling everyone in the world that it's, God's gift. So I'm fine with everyone having their own perception, but again, Twitter people aren't coming down to the Discord. They're the pretty people of the world. They're the pretty people of the LK has recently joined us and has made a heel turn as of this morning when he said Blind Mike sucks. It's lazy.
So my question is, and my statement, I've seen people on Twitter complaining as well, right? So there were people there saying that the Hammer wasn't a good episode. However, let me ask you this. Do you think people in Discord doesn't say that they didn't like because they are afraid that the majority would judge them?
No, that's my favorite thing about Discord. There's zero clout. No one gives a shit.
No, I'm just asking.
No, I know. I think it's a great thought. Poppy takes it.
I have one thing to say. Fuck Blind Mike Sneakers. He's supposed to be on here this episode. Backed out.
Sneakers is supposed to be on too. Come
on. Love Sneakers, but fuck you, Sneakers. Moving onward. So, I think a lot of this kind of all boils down to the fact that there is a lot, Kirk has given an opportunity for a lot of us to have a platform, right? People like DEC, they used to only be the only game in town. Right now, there's a lot more opportunity.
The only game in town,
BA that are doing a great show of Mental Intel.
Shout out the ladies. The media ladies.
The ladies doing a great job.
Okay, bringing up the middle ladies.
People in Hayes is trying to, tackle the topic of mental health and approaching
manners.
Manners has had a strange week. Manners, he's been trying to teach Kirk how to respond to everything. He's Manners having a strange week.
Manners is doxing Poppy.
Yeah,
he's doxing the pop man. Our guy.
Did he really? I missed that.
Yeah. So I had the first show where I called in. I called in a couple times. I was just fucking around with them. And then Kirk responded. Kirk said, we have some more calls in the second show.
Fucking around.
Gave him a couple calls the second show, and at the end there, he was like, basically he had my name, was threatening to dox me on the tree. He ended up apologizing an hour later, but nonetheless, that's the he's thin skin. So then the next week he went. After that I realized that if he threatened to dox me, I probably was going a little bit too hard there for him. So I decided to back off, and I didn't call in. I didn't call in at all after that, and I think he said my name probably 10, 15 times the next episode. I pretty much thought that like every caller was me. But yeah, I just think it's kind of funny that he's like, trying to fucking tell Kirk, how he should be responding to the Red Sox shirt, and telling Kirk, it's Kirk's fault. He's getting these calls into the show when he runs a call-in show. I think that Menners has a lot of what's the word? There's a lot of
rage.
I forgot the word.
I think he's polarizing. He's a polarizing character, and he used the drama, to light the fire. And I like his style. I think he did the Red Sox shirt thing on purpose to put Kirk on a corner, because he knew what Kirk's reaction would be, and then he had his counter argument already in place. But I think it's all fun and games. I don't think he's doing that to defy Kirk. I think it's all in the name of the entertainment. What he did to you was wrong, and I think he admitted the day after.
Yeah, he did. He's talented. He is talented. He has, he has promise. I think he's a little bit of a slump. But I think that Manners overall is a good guy. I think that
just to build on that,
he's entertaining.
Sorry, just to jump in and build on that. Well, along the same vein, I was thinking the other day listening to the show, Steve is essentially doxing callers as they call in. The guy Justin the other day, he's like, well, his phone numbers from Milwaukee. He's looking up all this, looking everything up, proactively sharing things, and then asking if, later on, like, oh, is that cool? Cool if we tell more? Cool if we tell more?
TV
It's kind of like, well, you would never do that on a radio call-in. It's different. It is what it is. But the show is essentially, proactively doxing people as they call in.
Well, the only tip I can give people, like I'm behind the LK thing, but if someone goes and searches all my tweets and stuff, there's nothing there that will, get me in trouble. And I recommend that to everyone, because you need to own up to what you say, right? If you call someone the N word or something bad, regardless if you're behind a nickname or yourself, you're gonna get in trouble. That's on your character, So just act nicely,
Yeah. I also want to give a shout out to the KMS Rundown. That's a new show. I think they're doing a great job. Really
shout out to the Rundown, eh?
So I think I'm going to wrap up here. But I want to ask one more question, everyone.
What am I listening to?
Dummy, I know that you were involved with the Marty Walsh.
Poppy's Kitchen.
Old school kind of KMS investigations. So this kind of question goes to everyone. I'll let Dummy
Marty
start.
Walsh thing,
Let's try to keep it somewhat short answer so we can
forget that.
stay true to our goal of staying on somewhat short show. What do you guys want to see more of from the show moving forward? Direction-wise, I think Kirk's doing an amazing job of
Was that
keeping a bunch
Cully's
of
voice?
content going in a time when there's,
No.
the media cycle is dominated by this
Just say-
virus, so it's tough right now. But I think he's doing a great job making content. I want each of you to answer. What do you want to see the show focus on more? Moving forward. Dummy, floor is yours.
I'm sure this will be received like a bag of shit, but I'd like to see a little bit more reflection of what's going on in the world. I'm consumed by COVID. I'm consumed by it at work. I'm consumed by it at home, and I get that it's a breakaway. At the same time, sometimes I don't have tolerance these days for fucking all the wacky bullshit. I don't know if Lima puked all over himself on the weekend. Like, that's great. He's like he's not on a fucking ventilator. So that's my 2 cents. I'm sure they're all freak out, but go.
I mean, I'll back you on that to an extent. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can only take. Actually, fuck that up. Just really have to edit that out. No, back you on that. You can only take so much. It's real world. We've never seen anything like this. None of us probably ever will again. So, really, anybody seeing a change in anything's really accepted.
Sorry. I think
Okay,
Kirk
yeah,
has shown that he's dynamic enough to do whatever he wants, and it's nice. Metal Wasp is one example. EEI, enough about me, now this podcast, and even the Hammer, I thought was great. But that's my personal opinion. I think whatever he does, it becomes gold. Even his interaction with Barstool people, it's like the watch along and all that. I would like to keep him. I would like to see him keep doing whatever he wants, which I think just things that come out of him is great. And shameless plug.
What are we?
I just started a new thing called Bring On El Fuego. I'll be trying to eat spicy food and try to find my limit. So tune in. We'll probably transform that in a YouTube show at some
This
point.
is way back.
Willie G production.
This is way back.
All right, boys. Thank you everyone for coming on for the first pilot episode. Fucking can't wait to keep going.
Oh, I
We're gonna
produced
try to
this
keep
show.
this show short, entertaining, and
Told you,
focus
told
on,
you,
you know,
keep
Totally forgot.
You keep ever I
you know,
can
shows everyone
keep it
talks
short.
about it. So
Yeah.
thank you, Lieutenant Kirk. Thank you,
I
Captain
gotta keep it
Lawrence.
short.
Thank you.
Thank you, Poppy.
Fuck you, Sneak.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Bob.
Pops.
Cheers, and
Fuck you, Snickers.
have a good week, everybody.
I have a good one.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
What an episode.
Wow was right.
You body bagged Dummy earlier in the episode a little bit, but it was crazy.
Yeah, we were going on to fight because I think I made a joke about like using the $200 that bought my motel in Madawaska for something else.
You said a line that you
Oh,
go, I
exactly.
like to be hands off, and that's a formula that's worked for me my whole life. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Laissez faire. What's
was
going on?
like-
We got Big K in here
Yeah.
on mute. Jay, how's it going, dude? You
Pretty
still
good. I'm
hog
probably
chasing?
gonna cry. What?
I'm talking to Jay.
I'm here.
You're here. You still hog chasing?
Me.
I'm tired.
Not to. They tried to vote me into the Hall of Fame tonight. Can you believe that? Like, what
I
is
think
that
you
bullshit?
I think. Well, I don't know. BA is a snub. Jay, you would have been all right. I would have had your back, obviously. But I thought I was banned. I didn't realize that. I thought I was on. I thought I was on the PED list. Like Barry Bonds.
That as an excuse. Like, I don't
But
know. How real was this? You know?
I don't know.
It got too real. All
Wow.
of a sudden. How's the bracket coming? I heard you were in charge.
I'm not in charge. I'm in charge of coming up with my one speed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there some type of running for it, or
No, I mean it's pretty. I'm keeping mine close to the vest. So it's not you, Jay.
He doesn't know any. Yeah, but he.
No, I haven't picked it. But I have
keeping it close.
I have a good idea of who it's gonna be, but
people forget I actually you're the one seed I made a 16 seed. You know.
Yo, people forget we can't be on the bracket.
Yeah.
No, you want a QBM, remember?
Oh yeah, I wanted QBM. All right, dude.
QBM for the ratio.
For the ratio, dude. It literally was for the ratio.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah. No, we'll figure that out. I think we should have playing games this year, though.
Yeah.
Can I at least do one of those?
You're gonna get in, Jay.
No, I don't want to be in. I just want to like.
You all right? We'll make you like. All right, we'll make you like the 68th seed.
Then I can't talk shit about people because then people won't vote for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Survivor.
Wow.
It is a little bit like the Survivor.
And at all.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to be part of it. I'd rather talk shit about everybody the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well.
Thanks for taking my input.
Yeah. All right, I think I found my one seed.
Can I face a Minna lady? I'd love to go up against a Minna lady.
So many demands, see?
No, they're gonna be the biggest priority is coming up with the best matchups. Like
no, that's what I'm doing.
That's the hard part. Yeah, like first round match. Who's the most buzz?
Ziggy versus VD.
Ziggy versus VD is gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
we know that's gonna happen.
I'm gonna set it up.
But it's hard because you can't make one of them like a 4 and one a 13 or one.
Don't worry. Well, I'll have it set up.
All right.
forget we made the first bracket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a random generator that you threw it.
Yeah, random generator.
Yeah.
That's what people were told. I never really believed it.
Well, I'm
People
telling
were
you,
saying it was the
I'm
perfect bracket, though.
I'm telling
People
you,
were
it was a
saying
random
that.
generator.
What?
Jay's
You
talking to his cat.
like a person.
Yeah, I don't know what you meowing
What?
about.
Expecting a response.
Yeah, a couple more meows and she's hungry. And there's food right there. So fuck her.
Oh, Phil's on.
Hey Phil.
No, he's not in here.
What's he playing?
I don't know what he might not be in here. He changes his shit all the time, so I have no idea which one he is.
Did you think you were him?
No. The first time I did,
That's what I did. That's what I thought at first when I saw it.
Yeah. Carbon copy season.
Will is even on the fucking list. I just want that to be known.
You don't know how?
Yeah, Will's real confident about the fact he's on there. He thinks he should be on there.
I know what I did. I know my resume. I know my fucking.
They're calling him Willie. They're calling him Willie G is back.
Bull deserves to be on the list more than a bunch of people on there already. Breadline Callahan.
Breadline Callahan really on? Is he on the list?
I think my resume. I think my resume
Globe.
speaks for itself.
You
Globe
heard
was the
my
2
thoughts
seed.
on the list. Yeah. Will's stuck in 1999, guys. He's on the
In 1999, what do you mean? That joke was made last year.
Whatever.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I only came in here because I saw Big K's thing in the 14. I'm happy I'm here too.
Confident in here. It's that you're not
What?
on the edge.
What? I'm not like ready to grab steel wire. Maybe I got laid this.
It usually has a lot to do with that.
Kind of does actually.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better then.
Yeah. She wasn't a hog, but man, she certainly wasn't.
If it was Echo.
No, it wasn't. No.
It has an address if you want it.
I also have their address. I remember
that night. I remember the night we all first met. Dave, Willie, it was me, and Jay, and John. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Jay took his shirt off and was just fucking
Yeah.
just ready to go.
Yeah.
What?
Ready to go.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that one StreamYard. He was probably so fucking lit he doesn't remember it.
When we all met the roster chicks.
Yeah, when we met the roster, you did fall asleep.
I don't know. I think you were the last man standing in that fucking battle. You and Willie G, I think.
I'm good. I was good on that. Yeah. Speaking of battles, I've Sasha texts me all the time, and she said she
nice.
ran into you, and it was super awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I think I was in the voice chat. So, oh, hey, how are you? And I kept walking.
What a world! What a world!
That is awesome.
Remember that night, Will just snaking, fucking being straight snake.
Bro, it worked.
Oh yeah.
Worked.
Fuck.
That was so funny. That night was fucking nuts.
That was one of the best nights ever, dude.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Easily one of the best nights ever.
That was a party, eh? It was the first COVID party.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Post show party. That was what you've invited Kirk to after.
Post show, yeah. I said, "Oh, you're gonna come to the after show?"
Yeah, after show party.
I think it was.
Wow, I don't remember that being labeled that, but I believe it because that was a big show.
Since Big K's on mute, I only came in here because I saw him calling Ziggy a pussy in the 14. I'm probably gonna go to bed. I have a little bit of money on tomorrow. Bro,
I'm going to bed soon too.
Mikael Hardman first touchdown plus 1,800.
There you go. There's your picks.
I need it.
I'm going. Where are you watching the game? Will, at your house?
I'm probably gonna watch it with my dad upstairs. Either that or I'll go over to my friend Rama's house. Just do a bunch of MDMA. Watch the game.
Hall of Fame, fucking Hall of Famer.
Let's do it, man. But I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow in here. Are we gonna be in here for the game?
Should be.
Yeah,
up, buddy?
maybe. Yeah.
John.
What's up?
John,
What's up, Jay?
Who's busy out of you two? I'm not kidding.
Who's busy?
I'm not really kidding. Yeah, I have.
Dude,
I need a link.
I'm never busy.
All right, well, if John won't have you, do me the pleasure of accompanying me if he isn't.
Yo, I gotta go take my puppy out, so I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
I guess that answers your question, Jay.
Yeah.
Yes, Jay. Yes, Jay.